How's it going, everybody? Today in the simulator on GSPro, I'm going to continue chasing Sim Golf Tour. Here we have the Web Tour Winter 2024 Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey South, so I'm sure that'll be fun. Round 1 of 2. Here are the vital statistics. I don't see anything too out of whack here. Pretty normal settings. If you want to see these, pause the video. I'm going to load up the round though. I don't have a lot of time this morning and I want to get through at least 2 rounds. So I'm going to pause you and we'll be back once the course is loaded. Alright, we're back. First hole's loaded up here. I don't have a whole lot to say. Let's just get on with the round. Make sure we're aiming for something here. I haven't warmed up and it's quite cold in here, so it's kind of hard to tell you what you're gonna see, but hopefully we all have a good time. Okay. There's our first shank of the day. Maybe 2. It wasn't actually a shank. It was off heavily off the toe there. Okay, not bad. Not off to a good start on the green. That should not. It's only an 11 stimp, so I'm not quite sure. $325. I do have to comment on one thing. I can't help myself. This presidential mandate or whatever that got signed for all. Let me start by saying I was in the military for 20 years. I did 20 years Air Force active duty. I am not a stranger to the government or how the government works. I agree there's a ton of bloat. I agree there's a lot of people in the government that if they never came to work again, after a few months nobody would notice because they weren't actually doing any work. But with this presidential mandate that got signed, bringing all these federal government employees back to work, I am interested to see how it unfolds. I'm interested to see who, starts to have fits and say that it's not fair and this and that and the other. I think because nobody ever said that after COVID, telework would be a permanent thing. Like we're never gonna come out of this work from home telework posture. Nobody ever said that. So these people that built their lives around telework, they care for their children while they're supposed to be at work. The ones that are griping about, right? And I'm probably gonna get crap for saying this. Nobody watches my videos, so it doesn't matter. This is basically a monologue here. If you were naive enough to build your life around telework, assuming it would never end, like you moved to another state, you're nowhere near a federal or military installation, or you stopped paying for childcare because you thought telework would never end and you would always be able to like be at home with your kids, taking care of them while you're supposed to be on the clock. If you did all of that stuff, maybe you're a bit naive and you should have not put all your eggs in one basket. So I'm interested to see how this all unfolds. How many people that said they would quit if telework ever went away are suddenly chirping a different tune. I'm pretty interested to see how this all unfolds, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that we're gonna see a lot of that in the coming weeks and month. Okay, good drive. Not where I wanted to be playing my approach shot from though, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know how much. So we only lost 9% on that shot out of the sand trap, which means it wasn't a good shot. It wasn't hard enough. Okay, we went coast to coast. Oh boy. I had a whole bunch of good rounds, like really good rounds. Like I shot a gross 77 the other day. Not gross as in barfy, but like gross score. This is going to be a very costly hole here. I'm surprised, honestly, that was only a double bogey. Down 9 yards, huh? It's a double break. I'm just going to leave it where it is. And then smoke that putt. Said the greens were only an 11 stimp, but I don't know, it doesn't feel that way. So that would have been a birdie. Oh no, what happened there? I actually don't know what happened there. As it lies. I am always gonna play it as it lies. Let's just try to get this out of here. Oh, that's no good. As it lies. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Boom. I'll take it. I was playing a course the other day where even if you could play it as it lies, it wouldn't let you. And again, I will admit I'm ignorant to the rules. Okay, another bunker shot. Hit it off the toe. Sit. Get in there. Okay. Little worm burner. Hopefully we don't have too many more of those. Heater's kicking on in here. Oh, we still got a mile to go here. Get up on that fairway. Ah. Still got a $188. Oops. Did it again. Sort of like Britney Spears. Doing? Hitting all this stuff super toey. Let's pick up our golf clubs here. got 63 yards. Too much salsa. Oh, Lord. It's crazy how bad my game gets when I'm rolling this camera. That's pretty cool. Hot air balloons or something. Down in the mini map there. Okay, not quite there. Could have been worse, I guess. Yeah, see the old rankings dropping. Barely on the fairway? Nope. You kind of want to be on the green on a par 3 off your tee shot. Somewhere on the green. Otherwise things get well, I mean, for instance, if I'd have landed there off of my tee shot, I'd have been fine with it. But that was what I lovingly like to refer to as a waste of a stroke. Same. I mean, we're not here to really to win anything, right? Oh boy. Oh, another double bogey. See folks, these holes aren't hard. They're not long. They're fair holes. There's nothing weird going on with them. They're not excessively long. This is just not a good round. It's on some of those tips tours where it's like a 550 yard par 4. Stuff that I probably have no business playing anyway. But this isn't anything like that. This is just bad golf. Well, it's actually right about for my handicap. See, like I'm not hitting a lot of like fairways in regulation, but my tee shots, minus a couple, haven't been like too heinous, too bad. But that's the thing about golf, and I've never experienced it in literally any other thing I've competed at. You can forget to play golf. Not forget to play it, forget how to play it. You can literally forget how to play golf overnight. Like one sleep cycle, and then you wake up in the morning and you start hitting golf balls, and something isn't right. Imagine if that happened to you at your job. That ain't gonna be far enough. But imagine if you forgot, and I realize there are some people that do, you probably work with them, no, we ain't there yet, that do forget how to play or do their job overnight. But I wouldn't say it's typical. You kind of want to be closer to the pin than that. And it's because golf takes there's so much precision and so many different things you're thinking about during every swing that it probably takes years to get it committed to memory enough to where you don't forget how to do it overnight. I would assume. I have been playing for years, but not seriously. Another bogey there. Gotta watch this OB. Okay, that shot was so terrible that the launch monitor didn't even pick it up. Freebie. What was I saying about OB? Okay, we are not OB. 138. And it also depends on what course you're playing. Because if you're playing somewhere like Bandon, with the nice open fairways, not a lot of OB, your round's obviously going to be different. And it depends on, get in there, it depends on where you suck at golf. If you suck off the tee, you're going to want a course with great big open fairways. If your approach shot sucks, you're going to want a course with nice big flat greens. And I think most people are not good really at putting. Most regular ass people aren't good at putting, so. Okay, we almost achieved the desired result there. Tricky little guy here because it's going to want to go left no matter what you do. Waste of a stroke. semicircle. Okay, that was a textbook terrible hole, so I'll take a bogey on it. If you gotta shag 6 balls out of the net after every hole, there's your sign. There's your sign that you are not gonna shoot scratch that day. What happened there? Toey, very toey. Wasn't a bad shot, just pin position. I'm gonna do something very dumb here and putt out of this crap. It's the fairway, but for some reason it slows it down so much. Too much seasoning on that one. And then almost, too much seasoning again? Let's hope round 2 is not this bad. Let's give it a little taparoo there. Is that a dub? Yeah. I've had worse rounds, but get a shag 11 balls out of the net again. I do have to say I prefer the old GSPro splash screen music to the new. But that might be Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know. What was that? I'm not quite sure why that veered so far to the left. It was a bit toey. Okay. This whole fairway, the left side of the fairway slopes pretty hard to the left. You're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. Like we're going, the ball's gonna go a little rogue here, so I don't even know what club to grab, but now I do. This green's all over the place. My ball sort of rolled backwards. But I also don't care. Yeah, this green slopes real bad. real bad. Okay, another bogey. Where are you going, baby? Oh, I don't want to hit around the tree. Gotta account for that slope. What happened there? Okay, it was off the toe. That's not news at this point. Oh boy. I have noticed the back nine, the holes on the back nine are, at least the way I'm perceiving it, is they're a little, the greens are a little more all over the place and the fairways seem to be a little skinnier. I'm sure I'm totally wrong. And I don't mind being wrong. Boy, that was a good shot, but that would have been a great shot if it was, what is it, what's the word I'm looking for? If it was straight. Get in that hole. Yes. We certainly needed that. Looks like another, well, not quite out of the bunker. That shot would have been magnifique if it had have been not so far to the left. Somebody's blowing up my pages. Oh, I don't feel like I hit the ball that hard. Excuses, excuses. Bogey. Your bogey will cancel out the birdie from the previous hole. Don't you know basic math? Okay. What is that? 2 fairways in regulation today? Okay, we know our 6 hybrid wants to go left. Let's aim a little bit right. And the reason it wants to go left is because I'm hitting everything super toey. Get your butt up there. Oh, that was a good shot. It's shots like that that keep me coming back for more punishment. Okay, if we don't land close enough to the hole, if we land on this left or right down slope, we will be in loads of crap. That almost was a self-fulfilling prophecy there. Get in the hole. Okay, yet another bogey. We're playing bogey golf. And I only been playing seriously for about 6 months now, maybe 7. So I'm happy with bogey golf. Bogey golf won't quite, I don't know, that's a loaded. That was what I was about to say is loaded. Okay, it would appear to be another fairway in regulation here on the 18th hole. But I do know we are contending with some water up here. I don't think I can hit that far, but let's see if those become my famous last words. I love hitting over hazards out of rough because you just never know what's going to happen out of the rough. Let's maybe not. Let's just get it on the green here. Thanks, Uneekor. Okay, that felt good. That hit right on my broken spot on my net, so I know it was a semi-straight shot. Yep. Ah, that sucks. Damn it. Gotta love that. Almost did it again. Green side rough. And it didn't even take any, it took 5% power away. So like that was 100%, well, 95% user error. This will be an extremely costly hole. I know we went and did a couple of play it as it lies early in the round, but I don't think we've legit taken a stroke for anything yet before that. Okay, that should be it. I'll take 92 all day. If I could score like that on the real golf course, I'd probably play a lot more golf on real golf courses. All right, guys, pause this if you need to. 391st place. I'm guessing that's gross score. Net would be a little bit better. I'm gonna pause you while I load the next second round up. All right, we're back here. I had to take my jacket, my pullover off. This heater works a little too well. Here we go on the first hole, round 2. Please try to contain your excitement. Wasn't bad. Assuming I found my ball, I would take that drive on the real course every day, all the time. Okay. The rate that was going, I wouldn't have been surprised if it bounced right up and went in the hole. The physics on GSPro are not perfect, let's say. I don't think it'll come out at that angle. Famous last words again. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That was a flop shank flop shot. So there you go. Learn from my mistakes. Keep your front arm straight. Roll up there. Come on! Let's try to be more cognizant whilst putting, because we lost a lot of strokes on the putting greens last round. Bogey, I'm sure everybody's super surprised. Okay, we got a tailwind here. This ball will 100% eject back at us if we leave it in the net. Looking pretty banana-y. Say we might be all right. Okay. Get right. Get right. Not bad. Like I said, if you were to hit that shot on a real golf course with my level of amateurness / beginnerness, you'd probably be pretty happy. Okay, too much mustard and we're going down a hill. So much for paying attention on the putting green, huh? Because this is a par 4. Let's see if we can get out of here with a bogey. Dope. Dang it. Double bogey. Okay, it's gonna play like 126 and we have a tailwind. Decisions. Wrong club. I actually should have played the club that it was telling me to play, and that would have been a pretty swell shot, partner. Okay, if this lands in the wrong place, this could go way to the right. Yeah, we almost got had there. Okay, this is the hole that I played 2 as it lies out of last round. So I'd rather be by the cart path than on the side of that hill. And we will aim as such. All right. Get. Got a bit of a slope and a lip to contend with here. I don't know that I trust a 6 hybrid to get up. I mean, I'm gonna use a 7 iron, that still might not be that good. No, it got out of there. Didn't go very far. That was an 8 iron, not a 7 iron. Not gonna say it. I will think it, but I won't utter the words. All right, stop at the train station, Junior, for a bogey. Okay. We're on roughly the same pace as we were last round, unfortunately. Bogey golf. Which is funny because bogey golf, if you just play with a bunch of people who don't golf much or just do it recreationally, bogey golf, you'll beat the pants off all your friends. Okay. Not even 200 yards and we're hitting out of the rough to boot. GSPro seems to have a mind of its own. Get up there. Oh, I love what I'm seeing right now. Oh yeah. I can get behind that. Whatever that means. Okay, despite what the screen says, this feels like a downhill shot. It's pretty hard to tell in 2D, but oh, so close. Okay, we need these pars. We need these pars. It's hard to tell what my drives are gonna do because, man, driver's a hard club to hit. And it's one of those clubs that the harder you fight it, the more it shows you who the boss is. Unfortunately, that's going to be tough to get out of because of the lip. This is a par 5. I just don't think... You got to get it up in the air is what I'm trying to say here, or you're gonna basically waste a stroke. Okay, I think that might have hit the edge of the lip, but it was still a good shot, just based on how high up it went. Okay, if that rolls up, come on baby, roll up. It's a double break. I'm just gonna hit the ball at the hole. Eight yards. Still almost put too much on it though. That was not a good read. Another par. By golly, we need them. My wife told me we're gonna take down the Christmas decorations next weekend. And that always makes me sad because I really like Christmas time. Granted, some folks might say they've been up for a month longer than they should have. Methinks we're gonna have tree problems here. Maybe not. Let's just try to get this on the green. Maybe. I remember, so the current year is 2025. In June or July of 2024, so right, 5, 6, 7 months ago, I had kind of a really defining golf moment And I grabbed my golf clubs and I went over to Eagle Lake, which is right down the road from my house. It's a 9-hole course. Yep, I just set my ball up on a tee. That's how much attention I'm paying. But I bought 2 large buckets. So we're talking upwards of 200 balls. And I couldn't hit anything. Like, I was shanking the balls into the little guard between the bays, and I was getting dirty looks from the dude behind me and the dude in front of me, and it just made me think of that because I just called a shot from 100 and something yards away out of the rough behind a tree, and I said, let's see if we can get it on the green. And I'm inches away from the green. I guess the story, or what I'm trying to illustrate here is, even though I talk a lot of smack in these videos, there has been some improvement in not very long, in 6 months. 8th hole, 134 yards. It's gonna play 140. But that was the day I got mad and I left a bunch of balls at the bay, so somebody got some range balls for free. But that was the day, quite literally, while I was walking from the bay to the parking lot, I had my phone out and I started looking for a golf coach, a swing coach. That wasn't the defining moment, but that was the day I decided to get a coach. Before that, I just told myself I was going to get quote unquote more serious about golf because I was sick of losing tournaments and stuff. So anyone who's ever made a butthead of themselves at the range can identify with the story I just told. The bunker hunt continues, and we have ourselves a specimen here. I think hitting a 3-wood out of here is dumb. I think we'll hit the lip. I don't think you'd hit out of a 3-wood out of a bunker anyway. Maybe if the ball was teed up. I don't know. I barely know what I'm doing. That was not a terrible shot. Just must have hit it off the toe again. Let's hit a pitching wedge and see if it doesn't go into the grandstands here. Oh, I was gonna grab my 45-degree wedge. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen watching at home, don't ignore your instincts. I saw it was a downhill shot, and I still decided to take my chances with a pitching wedge. I must have sculled that ball. Says it's uphill. I'm just gonna hit the ball. Get up there. No can do. Okay. I think that's been our first bogey in a few holes. That's nice. Golf ball whacker guy. All right, good. My short game has gotten a lot better, so I'm not as scared of these shots anymore. Watch those be my famous last words on this shot. Okay, that's fine. Little bitty here, little 20-yarder. Oh, roll up there. I even aim to the left. Oh, that's all right. Dang bogey. Okay, we got quite a bit of wind here, blowing northeast or out of the northeast, I don't know. GSPro, you tell me. Pins at the front of the green, we're downhill. I almost think that that would be too much club. Let's see if we can get a solid strike on the 9-iron and float it over there. I don't know, let's see. Oh, absolute money. Money! Yes, we needed that. Okay, 12th hole. These fairways seem so dang skinny. 427th place. Man, who plays in these tournaments? I do got another funny story actually. I'm so chatty, I don't make as many videos as I used to. Let's see here, let's hit this drive. Oh, get right. I was looking up scorecards on the SGT website, the Simulator Golf Tour website, and I didn't quite understand gross score versus net score. Gross score is what you scored. If you were 7 over par, you shot a 79 or whatever on a par 72. Net score is your gross score minus or plus your handicap strokes. If you want to learn how handicap works, I'm not the guy to ask. But anyway, I had mixed up net and gross scores, and I was looking at some of these guys' score on the SGT website and saying, basically saying these guys are sandbagging to get their handicap high and then playing these rounds where they score low and they're given their handicap strokes, so their score's super, super low. And I sent a text of myself griping about this to my buddy Flying Fat Kid, and he let me know pretty quickly that I had lost my mind and I was mixing up gross and net scores. So that was pretty funny. I felt stupid, but I learned something. That was a little thick, but we might be on the fairway. What am I talking about? Of course we're not on the fairway. So make sure you know the difference between gross and net, or else you may be the next victim to look stupid. That wasn't enough, but it did go into my neat little net repair here. I popped a hole through my net, which is why that box is behind that net now, because it went right through and slammed into the garage door about Mach 3. But back to that other story. Those guys were so good that they had a positive handicap, meaning no matter how well they played, they were given additional strokes. There was one hole that they eagled. It was a scramble. There was one hole those guys eagled, and it busted them back down to a birdie, right? Because they're so good that they have a positive handicap. And I was like, this is bull crap. These guys got a birdie, and because of their handicap, it became an eagle. And Flying Fat Kid's like, no, man, that ain't how it works. They're just that good that they get plus strokes. Speaking of plus strokes, if you're keeping track at home, that'll be 2 strokes, because that was a double bogey. I appreciate gross score because it's like raw score. This is what your score was based on the par for the course. But since I'm a high handicap golfer, so that net score works in my favor quite often. That wasn't a bad tee shot. Not very long, but again, I'm not the straightest driver, and these fairways seem quite narrow to me. A little worm burner there. Yeah, I hit it low. Get low, get low, get low. Go! At least go far enough so I don't have to hit over a bunker. This is a par 5, I hope. Yes, it is. Flying Fat Kid and I were playing a course the other day. It's like 550-yard par 4s. And every time we thought, because we're hitting our 3rd shot off the fairway, we were like, this has got to be a par 5, right? And we'd look, and it was not a par 5. It was a super long par 4. That ain't going to be enough. Oh, and then I duffed it. Okay, this is going to be a very costly hole. Let's just see if we can get this up near the pin. All right, slow down, slow down. So I'm still gonna have to putt. What is this gonna be, a triple bogey? This is for double, so I need to make this putt. We definitely don't like seeing double bogeys. I'm very interested to see what my golf game looks like this season on the actual course, because I've been practicing so much. And I've been an athlete my whole life. I understand that you can practice in vain, but just because you're doing it doesn't mean there's going to be any output from it. I get that. Another fairway in regulation. Well, what do you know? One, so we're down. Yeah, I'll play that club. Little more left. Go! That wasn't a bad shot. I think if I'd have hit pitching wedge, it would have gone to the moon, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, that was a little bit off the heel. Get up there. Yes, I'll take it. All right, so I told you the story about government workers getting called back to their workplaces. I told you the story about me mixing up net and gross scores. I don't know what else I got. That ain't gonna be the longest drive I've ever hit. GSPro says I once hit a 305-yard drive. I'm sure that was off of a cart path, downhill, in a tailwind at 5,000 feet of altitude. I don't love it. I mean, it looks like it came off the white stripes on the club. Would I skull that? If you really skull, when you skull a shot out of the sand trap, it doesn't do that. I'm thankful for it, but that's another one of the reasons I know my simulator scores don't quite equate to real life. Because I know that sculling a ball out of a sand trap, you ain't gonna get it up and down like that at all. You're just gonna wallow in misery. Wallow? Waller? You guys, I studied at Clearfield High School, so you gotta pardon my occasional grammar faux pas. That's looking good. I shelved my long irons. Now I have a 4.5 and a 6 hybrid in here. And they seem to be working a lot better. I was getting into some trouble with those long irons. I'm old. Sometimes I don't generate the correct club head speed. And other excuses. Oh, that wouldn't have gone in regardless, but we will take another par. Okay. Seems like the back nine is more narrower. I don't know. We're still getting the occasional fairway in regulation here. Is that gonna burn some worms? Nice slicey worm burner there, 165 yards. We're hitting into some wind. Doing a lot of. Should probably lay up here, but not on a par 4. I can't do it. I mean, we did effectively lay up and ejected a ball over here toward the heater. That wasn't a bad shot. Went further than my drive did. Okay, the pin is 53. I don't know why that. Okay, so 53. I don't want to hit right at the pin because it's in a crummy place. I mean, it'd have been nice to hit a little further than that. Okay. Get up there. I'll take that. What's that, bogey? Another stinking bogey. All right, we're on the 18th hole. We got OB on the right, so don't hit to the right. It's going over a little right there. Should be. There's some water up by the green I don't like. Way out of our range, I think, unless we really get to a hold of one, but I'm pretty sure I said that on the last hole too. Not the last hole, when we played 18 on the last round. Okay. Pins on the front of the green. That's a good shot. Again, I think that went further than my drive. Pins on the front of the green. If I can get this ball up and down. "65 yards. That means we'll have kept the ball dry the whole round, right? Okay, that's good. Better than being in the drink. And this is a par 5. It's downhill quite a ways. Don't need to hit this very hard at all. Misread the break, and it still probably wouldn't have gone far enough. Okay, 11 over par, 83. I'm sure our scorecard's gonna pop up down here any second now and let us know we are not good at golf. Okay, 459th place. So gross score was 31 over par over 2 rounds, which is good for me, because that's better than bogey golf, right? Yeah, there's a scorecard, you guys. I really appreciate you watching. This video has gone 1 hour and 22 minutes, so maybe watch this video while you're preparing for Monday morning or something. Anyhow, again, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.